The internet has blown up over flamboyant rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine was in federal custody for less than 24 hours when he decided he was going to flip on every single person he's ever met in his entire life. I am way too old to know who most of these people are, but all my younger employees and associates tell me some of the people he's talking about being involved in gang activity are pretty popular right now. Regardless, the real winner are internet memes. These things are absolutely hilarious. I'm dying watching these. These are so funny. In reality though, snitching is a very real situation. And typically what happens, snitches are used by law enforcement to fill in evidentiary gaps, to name names, and possibly get the people who are higher up on a food chain. And so snitching happens every single day in the criminal courtrooms of the world. There's also some huge problems with snitching because when someone's facing decades in jail, well, just like a drowning man, they're going to cling to whatever life draft they can see. And so you do see some really weird situations where people facing decades in jail, oh, this person got in jail with me and they confessed, and I want you to get a better deal for me and I'll testify against that person. There's been books written about this. There's actually some laws in some countries and states where snitches are going to be used by law enforcement. The person who they're going to be used against has to be given a full disclosure of all the things they've ever snitched about, and if that snitch has ever lied or been caught in a lie in the past. Snitching is very real. It's also important to understand what snitching can and cannot do for a person. Vague, indefinite promises by law enforcement, well, those aren't going to be good enough for leniency. You have to be given something of value, and you have to actually be told what that is. Generally, only a deputy prosecutor or a prosecutor can actually make a promise of leniency. So an officer saying, hey, it'll be in your best interest to cooperate, or hey, I'll put a good word in for you if you tell me what's going on, that is not any kind of bargain to be gotten, and that's not going to be upheld by the courts. If anybody's thinking about talking to the police, you always want to get an attorney involved as soon as possible to try to negotiate these terms and whatnot. And it's even interesting right now, 6ix9ine is on the stand telling everything in the world about everyone, and he doesn't even really know when he's going to get out of jail. He anticipates sometime next year, but I have no idea if the 24 hours in jail before he decided to turn snitch was enough for his lawyer to actually negotiate a solid, airtight agreement. So if you are going to talk to the police, it's very important you have an attorney who is negotiating that for you so you know exactly what's going to happen. If you have any questions, give us a call, 317-632-3642.